he then posted an emoji laughing about it, almost agreeing with the fact, or really just agreeing with the fact that I'm a terrorist. That's not nice. It's actually very upsetting to me
Look
because
at
as
the
somebody, I'm just
chaos.
explaining.
Can
Maybe
you
other
like
people.
send me your actual apology because I simply cannot find it? Can you even find it
Yeah,
yourself?
Blythe, can you please forward it to him? I just sent
Yeah,
it.
sure. Yeah, I can forward it.
Look at the chaos
maybe
that you
maybe
caused
people
over the
maybe
past
people can't
four
relate to
days.
this, or maybe people can't empathize, but as somebody who has
Oh, you talk too much. You're worse than a leftist politician, and I've argued with leftist
no,
politicians before.
I'm explaining to you why I'm so upset, and I want their.
Okay, we know why you're upset, but you're upset for all the wrong reasons. You should be upset at your own actions. Now I'm going to read your apology thing next, but the amount of chaos that you have caused, directly caused, and refused to back down, you could have literally, after making this post and deleting it and after getting your account unlocked, you were even on Spaces. You even had the ability to go onto Spaces. Even after all of this, you could have just said, oh my God, I'm so sorry. I accidentally didn't blur out this part of the address. You can take this however you want. I did not want this to happen. I am very, very sorry about this. Finish. Send it out there. Continue as you did before. Instead, you opted to making up a bunch of bullshit with the Conservatives OG account, getting a whole bunch of racist people in there to fucking support you, including a guy who's a fucking professional anti-Semite, if there is such a thing, to support you as well, which is the wildest thing I've ever seen. I did not think I had that was even possible, or that you could have that on a 2024 bingo card. Holy shit, that was insane. That happened yesterday and the day before. Like, all of this kind of stuff, you've caused so much chaos, and you could have simply avoided all of this if you wanted to, which you didn't, because you could have done this. You could have just simply said, I am sorry, not been rhetorical, and just ended this from the get-go, but you did not. Instead, you drummed up a bunch of chaos, caused massive amounts of harm, mobilized entire armies of dumb ideologues to try and be racist against other people when they can't even read fucking statistics. Oh, and by the way, those people are after my ass now as well. So congrats for that.
I didn't orchestrate the Spaces. I don't control the Conservative OG account.
You didn't orchestrate. You directly influenced and drove the orchestration. There's a difference, but that difference is very small.
Well, I think everybody's responsible for their own individual actions. So
I don't know why that mute button thing keeps coming off.
I said everybody's responsible for their own individual.
All right, Laura, what would you have done if the fact that you had posted that led to him being murdered? Would you then say, oh, everyone's responsible for their own actions?
As I said before, I was not trying to dox him or cause any harm to him. I blurred out the image, and I am sorry if the information was not fully blurred. I apologize if it was not properly blurred out. And I hope that people can accept that apology. If not, I understand. I thought that it was blurred out. I promise you, I thought that it was blurred out. But I understand. I understand that, people are going to be upset, and I lost
It's
my
not people are going to
verification.
be upset. You caused a massive amount of chaos after an action was taken against your account. That's what you did. There's a difference here. And I'm going to read out, just for the sake of it, I'm going to read out the apology that you wrote.
Adrian, hold on, wait, before that. Could you address the thing with Nick Fuentes' thing being left up? Because I'm having a ton of people asking about that.
Yeah, and I tried.
Did she cut out?
Yeah.
No, I was saying I tried mentioning that in my post earlier as well, that people on this platform with premium access were posting Nick's address, and it led to him almost getting assassinated at his door. So my question is how do those
if
people...
you knew that, why did you not take the precaution with the guy you were doxing now? You knew that Nick had almost gotten assassinated because of that, and you didn't take the precaution when
I did take the precaution. I told you that I had thought that it was all the way...
You clearly did not. As a quote-unquote citizen before you send anything out to the extremely large fan base that you have, you should look at the image again and again and again, fucking send it to your friend and say, is every personal piece of information completely obfuscated? and then send it out, which you clearly either did or did not. I can't tell. I don't really know. Then the next thing. So then what happened next is you actually did issue the apology post, which was I was posting FEC records, which are public information. I was not trying to inflict harm on anyone. If Sriram felt as though that's the part that's bullshit, that's the part of it which is bullshit, I was trying to dox him. I sincerely apologize for that. I promise I wasn't doxing. I believe more speech is the answer, not less. Now, here's the thing. You said if Suram felt as though I was trying to dox him. No, nobody felt anything. You did dox him. You did leave the public information in there, and you refused to properly vet it, which led to this being out there, if you are to be believed, which is insane. Anyways, X then had to deal with it by removing this post from the timeline for the safety of the individual whose public information was left in the FEC records. There's nothing wrong with posting the FEC records. What is wrong, however, is leaving personal information within these FEC records unobfuscated, which is exactly what you did. And you still haven't properly apologized for it. You said if he felt as though he didn't feel shit.
I just did.
Hey,
I
Hey,
just
hey,
did.
Laura. Hey, Laura. Hey, Laura. I'll
uploaded
make
them.
you a deal right now. I'll make you a deal right now. I'll make you a deal you can't refuse. And everybody in here, how many is this? 2,000 people as my witness, right? Post exactly what Adrian just said as your tweet.
All
And
right, hold on,
apologize.
wait.
No,
Wait, before
apologize
that.
properly. Apologize properly. And maybe I'll go to bat for you. Maybe.
All right, before that. Adrian, can you address the whole Nick Fuentes shit? Because people won't stop shutting the fuck up about it and constantly whining.
All right, okay. I'll explain to you what it was. So someone, I'm not even sure what the source of it was, posted his address. Right now, this was a smaller account from what I could have seen. But anyways, this individual posted it. Then a whole bunch of people quote posted it like absolute fucking mad. That account then got suspended, but a bunch of people screenshotted the original post and spread it around the platform like wildfire because everybody wants to see this fucking guy fail. If you have a platform that is as large as his and you have as many people coming after him as he does, then you have basically more of a hate following than you do an actual following, right? Because they kind of want to get under your skin as much as possible, and he kind of does that for entertainment or whatever. I don't fucking know what he does, really. He's fucking insane individual. Anyways. So as a result of this, there are many people who just wait for an opportunity to shit on him in some way or cause him massive amounts of harm. And as such, that then gets spread all throughout the platform. Now, the issue is if you have so much information coming out from places that you couldn't really nail down, pin down, or predict, then there's going to be some stuff that's left up and then dealt with at a later date, a date that is probably maybe a day or so. So if you deal with it, I can't speak for X. I just know that for myself personally, and I've dealt with a lot of information vetting and transmission systems. It's a fucking long story. Anyways, when you deal with this much information and when you deal with that level of a viral incident on a platform that is that big, this big as X is, it is nigh impossible to scrub absolutely everything. And if you did, that would be an absolute miracle, and people have worked overtime to prevent that from happening. Like that it spreads
Also,
some more.
consider the fact that with this specific case, it came from your individual account, which is a massive account, whereas with that, it came from a bunch of accounts.
No, but Milo
And
Yiannopoulos
we've had
was the one that posted it.
hold on.
He did post it, and then what happened was people mass reported Milo, and there's actually screenshots of him sending money to an ex user saying, if you send a Latin King gang member to Nick's house, I'll send you this money. And they posted that, and he used the DMs to send those messages.
I don't know if
Yes,
that
and
shit is
so
even real. My dude, I don't even know if that shit is real. You've lied so much within the last couple of days. I cannot believe a single word that comes out of your mouth.
no, he
And I
was
don't think anyone should either.
he posted. People
If I cannot see this directly, and unless somebody can verify this, other than you, by the way, or any one of your weird friends, I'm not going to trust it and just assume it's false. Because I have no other reason to believe it in any capacity. Because you've lied so much on so many levels that I can't even believe myself talking to you right now. It's insane.
Well,
Like
Laura,
literally
other
every
people have
single
said
thing
Laura,
was a lie.
Laura, no, Laura,
Adrian.
Laura, I want to ask you a question. Will you apologize?
Sorry for the
your
double mute. Go ahead,
your
Jordan.
thing cut out because they muted you. Say that again, Jordan.
I just want you to go on Twitter right now or X, okay? Go post and put your heart into an apology and apologize correctly, okay? And I
Okay,
will help you out, okay?
I will say that
and you send it to my DMs. Don't bullshit. It's already been 10 minutes and you're still here talking and running
because
and running
my
amok.
character,
I already
my
told you what to do.
character.
Adrian told you what to do. You
I
refused to
know,
do
but
it.
my
Just
character
stop
limit
and do it.
isn't that
Just stop
long,
and do
so
it.
I will have to
Just stop and
post
do
it
it.
in multiple
You
states.
don't need to be within the character limit for this one. It is that fucking easy to type out. Should I narrate it for you? Should I write it for you?
Please.
Should I? I'm
want,
being
I'll do
serious.
it. I
You gotta
if
be
you
fucking
want,
kidding me.
I will do it.
You as well. Because clearly she won't type it. So just
I
in
will
less than
type it.
280 characters.
I'm doing
Like,
it right now, Jordan. I'm doing it right
thank you.
now.
And DM it to me, and I will go and make a phone call for you. Okay.
Okay. Thank you. I appreciate that.
Holy moly, is it that hard to ask for help? You don't have to just run amok and just like literally. I just told somebody last night, you don't have to be fucking Machete. You don't got to run into a building and shoot everybody up, kill everybody. When the one last guy's bleeding out, you ask for questions. Like, why can't you just say, hey, like, I'm sorry, and just actually say sorry, not tag everybody and cause so much chaos and damage. And like, you don't have to fish for clout, Laura. You already have it. When you fish for it even harder, look how hard everything's dipping down.
Okay.
You're
I'm not
sitting
trying
there
to get
complaining about
clout.
numbers.
I just want my verification back.
Let me be honest with you. The last 2 days, if you would have just said, hey, I'm sorry, directly after you said, I feel like I'm misunderstood about my H-1B stuff. If you just immediately said, I'm sorry about doxing and I'm sorry about everything. Instead, look what you did. You just caused even bigger of a riot. You literally put gasoline on the fire. And then you're expecting people to go to bat for you? Are you out of your fucking mind?
I said that I would apologize if.
Then do it.
I
Then
said
do
that
it.
I would do it.
Then do it. It's just that simple. Say you're sorry.
Okay.
You're allowed